Sup folks, StugeGG here with another episode of Life is Strange, sort of. This is just me redoing the choice at the end to see what the other ending is. I'm playing this immediately after I finish recording the other playthrough, so my voice is probably still a little bit off. I'll excuse that. I already started it and then I realized let's go back and start it from here, just so you can see everything again. I've loaded it as part of Save Slot 2, which was nothing, so I don't know. So my choices still seem to be the same. Okay, so everything's still the same, but it's just going to be, whoops. It's just going to be picking up from when we get to the top of the top of the cliff by the lighthouse. So hopefully it'll be pretty short. I won't make you sit through the credits again unless I have another rant or emotional breakdown to go on. But let's hop into it. So yep, we just got back in after we got out of our nightmare. I said I didn't have to replay anything to get here. I kind of wish they might force you to replay a lot to get back here, so you couldn't just come back and just see the other choice.
Don't you ever do that again, okay?
And as I say that, I'm doing that exact thing. But I need to see it for closure.
It was so horrible.
And we're not going to fast forward. We're going to play the entire thing. If you want to skip ahead to the choice, I'll probably put the timer somewhere in there. But just to get the emotional weight of it, if someone's watching just this, just to see this ending, you can watch this.
This is my storm. I caused this. I caused all of this. I changed fate and destiny so much that I actually did alter the course of everything. And all I really created was just death and destruction.
Then we know that for a fact now from the other ending.
Fuck all that. Okay? You were given a power. You didn't ask for it. And you saved me. Which had to happen. All of this did. Except for what happened to Rachel. But without your power, we wouldn't have found her. Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing.
Should I be talking through this, since if you're watching this because you watch my other ones, you've already seen this. But I kind of like letting it go.
Max.
Seeing it again, though, man.
This is the only way.
I mean, I know what happens.
I feel like I took the shot
It still gets me.
years ago.
Maybe it's because I just did it. If I waited, it probably wouldn't help either, because I know it would all just come back.
You could use that photo to change everything right back to when you took that picture. All that would take is for me to... Fuck that. No. No way. You are my #1 priority now. You are all that matters to me.
So, in the idea here...
You proved that over and over again.
And the way I kind of played it...
Even though I don't deserve it.
Was that Max is in love with
so
Chloe probably
selfish.
more than friends.
Not like my mom.
Hence the kiss in the other
Look what
ending.
she had to give up and live through. And she did. She deserves so much more than to be killed by a storm in a fucking diner. Even my stepfather deserves her alive. There's so many more people in Arcadia Bay who should live.
The transformation of Chloe
Way
throughout
more
this
than
game is
me.
probably
Say
larger
that.
than the transformation of
I
Max,
won't
because Max
trade
throughout
you.
is you.
You're not trading me.
So your actions are
Maybe
kind of the same
you've
throughout,
just
and
been
Max was a
delaying
good
my
person
real
from the
destiny.
beginning. But the transformation of
Look at how
Chloe
many
is what
times I've
really drives
almost
this game,
died or
obviously.
actually died around you. Look at what's happened in Arcadia Bay ever since you first saved me. I know I've been selfish, but for once, I think I should accept my fate. Our fate, Chloe. Max, you finally came back to me this week, and you did nothing but show me your love and friendship. You made me smile and laugh like I haven't done in years.
Oh boy. Sorry,
Wherever
just
I
quiet
end up
again.
after this.
That's fine.
In whatever reality, all those moments between us were real, and they'll always be ours. No matter what you choose, I know you'll make the right decision. Chloe, I can't make this choice. No, Max.
Now we're gonna make it. We've already made it once. Oh man. Why am I making this decision a second time? Oops, sorry, I must have hit my mouse at some point there. we had this long discussion. There's no point dragging on before. Our canon playthrough, we sacrificed Chloe. We're not going to do that now. This is to see what happens, to see if I made a mistake. I think sacrificing Arcadia Bay is going to leave a lot of people dead. Let's find out.
Max?
What a jackass way to say it. Let's find out.
Not anymore.
I thought we might go back in time and just do something different, but no, we're just not going to do it. We're just not going to do it. Sorry, I just leaned way back in my chair.
I'll always be with you. Forever.
Jesus. Ugh, so now instead of a funeral for Chloe, we're going to see this huge mass funeral for everybody else. Yeah, if the storm like dissipates right now and somehow doesn't destroy the town. Yeah, that's not happening. I was going to say that'd be such a bullshit way to end it. Because then this would be the true choice that you're supposed to make. To value the one person that you care about most over everything else, when really this is happening because you're deciding to save them. If you let them go, everybody else is okay. You're sacrificing her mother for her, like we've sacrificed her father for her. And I can understand if not as many people die in this as when our other one, but I'm assuming people are going to be dead. If not so many people are... No, that's still a terrible thing to say. If not so many people are dead, maybe it's okay. There's a dead guy laying right there. There's the deer. Oh, there's a bunch of deer. I don't understand what the spirit animal deer thing was. I don't get that. I'm looking for the dead body in the bottom right. Did we just leave without looking to see what happened? Just leave? Her tattoo's not there anymore. Referencing the other episode, she had like it looked like a spiderweb tattoo on her chest, and I thought those were bullet holes, and maybe they were in that nightmare. Is her mother dead? Why are we? And I think we're just gonna leave. Wow. Wow. Okay, I think I made the right choice of ending then. I could see this, and I guess I mentioned we're just gonna drive away. It was death and destruction, but the idea is that we cared so much for Chloe that we can look past what we're giving up and what we're sacrificing to stay with them. And that's obviously a very tough decision to make. And that's why you just leave. Because if you stay there, it's just gonna be the end of everything. Because you're just gonna be in what you know you essentially caused. But we skip the credits. So that, like I said, I think that's what throws these choices off, because everyone just went back and replayed it to see what the other side is. I feel like the side to sacrifice Chloe, realistically, if they tracked it, I might look it up to see if they tracked it to see your first playthrough. I would guess it's probably 80-20. But the idea is that you care so much about the person that you love that you give up everything else for them. And like I said in my other playthrough, my canon playthrough, it means it's a choice that comes up a lot in video games, and it means a lot to say, like, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. You hear that? That's from what is that from? Is that from? I want to say Star Trek, and if that's incredibly wrong, I feel incredibly stupid. I don't remember what that's from. I think it might be Star Trek. But to believe in somebody else so much that you're willing to put them ahead of the many can either be selfish or, and this might be counterintuitive, might be exceptionally heroic. Because you are, and if people, well, no one knows you did in this case, but if you publicly doom other people, and if it's not necessarily for the reason to make yourself happy, but to make, in this case, Chloe happy, because what has she done to not deserve to be happy, realistically? I mean, there's probably a few things. But throughout this game, you realized everything is stacked against her. Great childhood, her father dies, things go to shit. You stop her father from dying, things go to shit. Everything you do just prolongs the inevitable of her suffering. And to want to help that person rather than the generic many in most cases, in this case, we know exactly who's going to die, which is why the correct choice for us, for me, would be to sacrifice Chloe. Even though I did, in the sense of the game, I did care about her. If I was Max, I cared about her quite a bit, but which was what made it a very tough decision. But to know what you're giving up to try to save that single person, in my eyes, can be very heroic. In this case, it's not how I would go. And if there was a way, obviously, for, like I said in my other playthrough, if we could have gone back in time to the bathroom, jumped out and gotten shot ourselves to resolve that situation, I think that's the choice I would make. I mean, you can say that, then you get in the situation where you're willing to let yourself die and then never touch the time again. But if she doesn't die, does the storm still happen? Because if you die, nothing can go into chaos anymore. But who knows? That's a discussion for another time. There's nothing else for this here. I don't take this as the end of this playthrough, please. If you somehow watch this before my other ending, please go through and watch that. That's where I really talk about my feelings about the game. Obviously, this feeling here is important as well. So I hope if you did watch the rest of it, you also watch this. But I don't want to recap everything I've discussed. But I love this game. I like the way they did this second ending. I shouldn't say second ending, the Sacrifice Arcadia Bay ending. They didn't just have you watch and look through the funeral, which would have been heartbreaking as well. They did what made more sense, which is you not ride off in the sunset, but you take the love that you chose and try to take it to where it can survive, because it's not going to survive there anymore. And Chloe realized that, and she drove you away because that'd be just miserable. And I feel like anyone who sees both endings knows that sacrificing Chloe was probably the correct ending. And correct's not the right word, but would they really be able to live with themselves after the fact, knowing that they killed all those people? Chloe might come to resent you. Her mother died. Her stepfather died. All your friends probably died. But it is what it is. I'm not going to keep rambling. I don't need to recap this and go into everything else I'm going to be doing from now forth. That's in the other episode. This is just kind of one-off that I didn't want to make last forever. But I thank you for watching it. If you enjoyed it, enjoyed seeing the ending, enjoyed seeing my alternative perspective on this ending versus the other, please go ahead and leave a like, share the video, or subscribe to the channel. Sorry, just a deep breath there. I mean, leave comments below what you think about this ending compared to the other. Normally I say don't try not to leave spoilers. It's a finale. If people read the comments before watching the video, then oh well. But I really do thank you for watching this series, and I really do hope you enjoyed it. And I'm probably gonna go have a pint of ice cream and and whatnot, but emotionally unwind from this. It's a video game, but I like to fully invest inside these stories. I love it. I love the people that watched it, and I hope you guys have a great day.